This is my kind of walk. I would much rather be walking on a boat. If we do our whole 8 miles this way, that's going to be fantastic.
Won't let this moment pass us.
Today's a bit different to normal. Jen is finishing work at lunchtime. She's going to Oxford with a couple of friends to do a Maggie's Walk. It's like a charity event. She's been planning it for a while. I was supposed to be going with her, but we couldn't get in to look after the dog, which meant that I don't get to go, which is a bit of a pain. So I didn't want to kind of like be left out and miss out completely. So what I'm going to do is maybe try and get there about an hour or so before the end of the day, or before the end of the walk, so I can actually join in. I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner. I think I'm going to treat myself to McDonald's. If I'm going to be doing some walking, I need energy. It's time for me to do some work because I'm so close to finishing one of my apps. I just don't want to sit on my hands. I need to get it done. I'm feeling so tired. I'm going to have to do one of two things. I'm either going to need to have some coffee or a nap. And I think if Jen finds out I had a nap, she's going to kill me. So I'm going to have some coffee. Luckily yesterday I had another delivery of coffee from Packed Freshly Ground. It is amazing. We lost our key for the garden shed, which meant that we couldn't cut the lawn. Our grass is really, really long. Shep seems to love it. I hate it. It was like midnight or something, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was determined to find this damn key. And I did. I had to rip the kitchen to pieces pretty much. But I found it. It was kind of buried in a drawer. Glad we found it, because the only way to get into that shed if we don't have it, because we only have the one key, would have been to basically crowbar the damn door off. So I'm really glad I didn't have to do that. But unfortunately now we're going to have to mow the lawn. I hate mowing the lawn.
Happy Friday? Is it Friday?
Friday, yes.
It is only 3 o'clock and I am off work, which is fantastic. It's really exciting to have like an afternoon off. We're in Oxford at the moment and it is beautiful. The sun is out, which is fantastic because it hasn't been like this all week. We are going out tonight for Maggie's Culture Crawl, which is an 8-mile walk through the middle of Oxford in the dark to see all the sights, hopefully get some good snacks and do a charity. Thank you, I saw it. But first it is dinner time because I am starving. Managed to find some food. We were on the lookout for Holly's Dream Baguettes in the covered market and we haven't been able to find them, but we do have what looks like some pretty good baguettes from somewhere else. We had a really nice wander around Oxford, although we did have a couple of issues because we wanted to go and see all of the older stuff in Oxford and like the key buildings that were available. But we couldn't because half of them were closed off. They're filming something today. I think it might be Transformers. And we saw kind of like a couple of people driving cars really slowly around corners. And that was about it. But other than that, all of the roads were closed and it was a bit of a nightmare. We've now made it to the Maggie's Walk and we are here. Everybody in their t-shirts. This colour is not attractive at all. Did not expect part of the route to be dual carriageway. We've just had to walk up a slip road with no pavement. This is definitely not a safe prescribed route. This is my kind of walk. I would much rather be walking on a boat. If we do our whole 8 miles this way, that's going to be fantastic. First stop at the Maggie's Culture Crawl and it's some sort of, look, get the shadow out of my face, some sort of modern art gallery. I don't think I'm cultured enough for this. I just don't really get modern art. I just don't get it. Like, what are we looking at? It's like a bit of a bike. How is that art? And a sewing machine. We have the very good excuse on this walk of a hungry toddler, so we had to buy chips. They're not for us. None of the adults are eating them. No, only the toddler is eating the chips. But they're really good. Say hi, Dylan. Say hi, Dylan. Say hi, Amy. He's still walking. We don't know how far we've walked so far. There's no handy mile markers on this one. We've walked quite a long way and Dylan's done pretty much all of it. And in a really good mood, which is fantastic. Second stop on the Culture Crawl is the Story Museum. I've never had long legs like this. Just had a call from Chris to say that he is now officially in Oxford and he's on his way to come and meet us somewhere. He's about 2 miles away. But he says he's already seen the Maggie Center because he's parked at the end of the walk and then he's going to come back. Which means that he's finished it and he's pretty much ready to go home now. No, we've only just started. We're off to the castle next and that is definitely my favourite bit. I'm really looking forward to see the castle. Another one!
Go this way!
He is! Oh, I hear the ghost.
Welcome to Oxford Castle and Lock.
Accused of murdering my father. I protested my innocence, but I was hanged nonetheless. All began as I was approaching my 30th birthday. You see, I was still unmarried at this point, and back then, this was frowned upon to say the least. My father was having none of it. He decided to advertise me, along with £10,000 to any suitable man that would marry me. Naturally, I had quite a few offers after that point.
So we're in the castle now, and look who I found! He made it, like 4 miles later. Come on, Chris, don't be quiet. What? You are all sitting, this is not right. Ah, prize well deserved. We are on the very last stretch of this walk. I think we are certainly within the last mile. We're on the last road, but unfortunately it is a really, really steep hill. We are bent over trying to get up the hill. It's about 11 o'clock. We've been walking for 5 hours-ish. We're a little bit tired. We have been told there's coffee and cake at the end.
If there's any left.
If there's any left. So we really hope we make it. And we're not at the back of the cake queue. I also haven't seen anybody else in an orange t-shirt for quite some time. We are nearly there. We have finally seen a sign for the Maggie Center. We have made it to the Maggie Center. Come on! I can't believe you can still run at this point. Ah! And we are rewarded with cake. We made it all the way to the end and then the medal to prove it.
Where are you going? Oh, I need a wee. Don't run off without me. It's 1 o'clock in the morning and we've had to take a detour on the way back. We're at McDonald's.
We're hungry.
Yeah, we're hungry.
And we need to pee.
She wants, what did you want? Fries.
Fries.
But apparently they also wanted egg McMuffin or something, but they don't do it until 5 o'clock. I'm quite peckish, even though I've already had McDonald's today. I might have some fries.
Well, that was maybe yesterday now.
That was yesterday!
I brought my coat.
Freezing.
I think this is a bit too much food for like 3 people at 1 o'clock in the morning. Back in the house, and it turns out Shep now has a pet.
It's about 3:30 in the morning and we've just got home after the Maggie's walk and we are all exhausted. Chris was supposed to meet us like halfway around so he could have the ability to drive us home. But in actually finding us and then completing the walk, I think he's walked further than the rest of us. No. And then he drove all the way home as well. So he is just completely shattered, beyond tired.
And then I get told off for not putting the bed up.
Then he got teased for not putting the bed up. But that was before. I was teasing him for not putting the bed up before we left, not now. Now at 3:30, we are making a bed for Sarah to sleep in tonight. She has a mattress blown up. And now we need to expand the duvet. Managed to get the bed made downstairs with limited issues. Hopefully it stays inflated all night and Sarah doesn't end up sleeping on the floor. Sarah, if you did end up sleeping on the floor, I'm really sorry. I had a really great evening. I had a really great time with everyone that went. Event that Maggie's put on was really fantastic today. So it was a great night and highly recommend to everybody else. And if you're doing a Maggie's walk in the next couple of weeks, I'm sure you'll have a fantastic time, and leave us a comment down below so we can find out more about it. My throat is sore. I don't know if I sound a bit funny on this, but I've been chatting for far too long and I think I'm starting to lose my voice. So I'm off to bed now and say good night, guys. I've had an awesome night and I'll see you tomorrow. It didn't feel like there was anything at all in that box before we started filling it up. They are going to be so surprised when they come to empty it and find out that it's jam-packed full of books.